Now, I just did this video 2 times in a row, and both times it only recorded less than 30 seconds, and the rest of the seconds went out into outer space somewhere. Do I want to do this again? Okay, so far it looks like it's still recording because the numbers are still moving. And it still has the red little camera showing. I wonder, I hope my camera is not messed up on some kind of something. I'm going to do this. Papa, I'm going to do this again. I hope I'm not getting on your nerves over there.
No, ma'am.
I'm having a little trouble, and I do want to make this video. So I'm going to, yeah. So I'm going to try this again. Yeah, now it says it's been going for 1 minute and 16 seconds. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, aunts and uncles, grandma and grandpas, dogs and cats and unicorns. I just made this video 2 times. 2 times I made this video. And both times it was eaten by aliens. Except for like a few seconds of it. And so I don't know why that's happening. But then I don't know why much happens. So I'm going to try and show you again. But now I don't have no more envelopes because I already used all my envelopes to show you what I was doing. So just a minute. I'm going to still show you something. Okay, I'm going to show you. First of all, I'm going to show you what I was doing. I was painting my envelopes to make this waterfall grateful journal. And I was painting business size envelopes. That's what I was doing. Now, I'm going to put a link below that will show you Pink Poodle Craft. See my fingers? I guess I should have went and washed my hands. The Pink Poodle Craft Queen, her name is Stacy Evans. She's the one that, she said she first learned it from somebody else, but I can't remember exactly who. And so, but I learned it from Stacy Evans, and she has a challenge going on right now on her site, on her page in the Pink Poodle Playground for making these. And we're going to make them, and these are our thankful waterfall journals, and we're going to send them off to our little friends in the group. So that's what I was working on. So I was showing you how I was painting my, a little stuck together here, it looks to me like. I was just painting my envelopes, and I'd paint more, but now I'm out of envelopes. And so I have to go to the Family Dollar and get me some more of these business size envelopes. And they're glued together already right now, but they're going to be cut open on one edge. And I got enough here to make, well, more than 2. But see, I painted them on both sides using my fall colors. And then I was telling you, I was showing also that I was using my extras of my papers, you know, because when I first started in paper crafting, I was doing the scrapbooking where I was using a lot of 12 by 12 papers, and so I would buy the big packages that had like 180 sheets of just paper. And so now there's a lot that I still have like these that I probably won't use. They're not ugly, you know, or nothing. They're just not something that I think I will use. And so I've been using these kind of papers as backdrop papers when I do other painting. So like when I was painting on these with my credit card, then the paint would go off to the edge on them papers. And so then no paint ever gets wasted because it's on these papers. And so, and then I was also wanting to show you too. Do you see how this, God, I just have to show you this. Just a minute. Just to hold your horses. I'm going to, where did I put that brown? I know I had one, this one here. I'm going to use this one. Oh, I better move this and this and this. Yeah, I move stuff because I get everything in my way. And so I'm going to put this over here like this. But then I want to show you, I'm just going to use this piece of Painty paper. But I'm going to just show you what I was doing because I think this is so miraculous. I put that there brown paint there that looks like a dog just walked by and did his business. And then I take my credit card or whatever you have, you know, old credit cards, old gift cards, whatever, you know, something that's used up that you don't use no more. And they are wonderful. They are wonderful. So now I bought this. It's a silicone pot holder or a trivet. And it's made out of silicone. And so nothing sticks to it. Now I'm using that because, see, when I saw it over there to the Walmart, it just jumped in my basket and said, I am a craft paint something. That's what it said. See, look at this. I'm not even washing it, and look at how that paint that I just used is just coming. It's just coming off. Well, I'll just put that on the floor. There we go. That's good enough. And then I'll pick it up with the vacuum cleaner. No problem. Now, then we'll go like this and see. Because I just made that big paint pad, and then look. Now this is going to knock your socks off right here. Ta-da! Is that exciting or what? Is that exciting? I'm telling you, this, I love it. I love it. I think it cost me somewhere in the neighborhood of $4. $4, I think, if I remember correctly. But look at this. You could even, if you so chose, you could cut this into pieces if you wanted just a small one. And put that over there. Let's see. Which do I want brown on? Oh, no, there's no brown on that. Let's see. Oh, let me put this on top of it. Oh, let me put that on top of here. Oh, yeah. See, so then I dig through my Painty papers when I'm doing one thing and I got extra paint. I look through my Painty papers and I find something that looks like it needs that color on it, and then I just add the color. And this is like a honeycomb, like right off a beehive. I don't think if you guys had real honeycomb off a beehive, I don't think it would work any better than this. But there, and that's it. Look. And my Painty papers, I think, are a work of art. This one, I used the same one, but I used white paint on this one. This one, too, I put white paint on that one. And on that one, too, I put white paint. But see, now what was just the colors are, there's brown and orange and red. I was using this one on some of my fall colored things. And then I went on with white and look at with the and this one too with white. Yes, dear?
I got to run up to Publix. I'll get you some envelopes while I'm there.
Oh, they might be expensive up there at Publix, so. Okay. Yeah, don't say you don't care. I want only cheap. If it's not cheap, I don't want it. Mm-hmm. Okay, I love you too, darling. And so this here, I used this same pad you know, just white over all them colors. I'll probably put some maybe white over. Oh, I have white underneath this one, but then I went over it again with another color. So I will continually do that because I love the papers that come out from that. Now I'm going to put this off to the side here, out of the way. Put this over here to dry right there. Papa's going to go to Publix. He said he'll pick me up some envelopes. He's just the most awesome guy, and I'm telling you, I wouldn't trade him for a solid gold chicken. Mm, that's good coffee there. That's coffee with that hazelnut creamer in there. Ooh, doggy, 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 doggies. Okay, now the next thing I want to show you. Okay, it says I've been going for 10 minutes and 51 seconds. Hopefully this is really, really recording this time, because if it ain't, I ain't going another time. This is it. This is going to be it. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is this. This is my friend, my dear friend in Germany. I mean Germany. That's clean across clean across the yard. That's on the other side of the pond. She sent me a Happy Mail package, and within that Happy Mail package were these little bitty envelopes. And I thought, oh my gosh, how in the world? And I love them. Now, you all may have seen these before, but I haven't. So these are new to me. And so I had to take one apart here. And I saw that she started with a 6x6 sheet of paper. So now I'm going to use a 12x12 because I have figured that any square size will work. So, and then I see that she first folded this up point to point down the diagonal like this. That's what she did first. Then what I do is I go over like this, and because I want the middle, and I'm just going to make a little fold there to show me where the middle is. I just had a pencil in my hot little hand too. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna just put that pencil mark there too, so I know where that middle is. Then I'm gonna take this first part of the point up there, and I'm gonna go almost to the bottom. I didn't go. I left about 1/8 of an inch, almost to the bottom. Now she left it this way with that white showing, but I'm gonna take it and fold it. Now that I got my fold, I know where it goes. I'm gonna fold it to the inside. So then that leaves this part of the Painty paper showing. Then, now this is approximately, I don't know, 16 inches across this way, but I'm going to take 5 inches. I'm going to take 5 inches, and I guess it really doesn't matter exactly how much. You just want it to overlap in the middle some. So I'm going to try 5 inches first. Let me see. Okay, and I just fold that over to 5 inches. Then I'm going to take 5 inches from this side, and I'm going to fold that over at that 5 inches. See there? Now, there how it's coming to look like an envelope. Now, because as you see here how this point fits into a little square or diamond shape right there, the way you do that then is, again, I'm going to use, see, I can see my little pencil mark still there. So I'm going to put my thumbnail there, but then I'm going to poke my finger in between, right in here, inside there, and I'm going to fold that up now using that center mark. And there I have a square or a diamond shape, depending on how you look at it. Do you see that? And then when you fold the top down, the top of your envelope down, then your point of your envelope, of your top, is going to fit inside that little square. Do you see that? Can you see that on there? Let me see if I pull you in a little closer. And so you can, I hope I don't wreck this. Okay, see there? It shows that how that little square is right there. Then this top piece fits right in there. Now I'm saying I just learned this. I just learned this trick from my friend Sybil. Now I never saw it before. Maybe you all have seen it, and I'm telling you stuff that you already know. But go ahead and listen to me anyway, because otherwise, you know, I gotta talk to somebody. So I'm going to then use my glue stick, and I'm gonna glue that side down first, and then the side with a little square on it, I'll glue that side down like this. And then this little piece over here on this side, I'll put a little glue there, and I'll glue that down right there. Now, got a little something flying in here. A little something flying. Now, then that corner of your envelope top goes right inside there. And look how pretty that is. Now, you can mail this through the mail. Just put a little label here with your address on it. Or you can just paint some white gesso or white paint right here and then write the address right there. Your return address goes here. Put a stamp or two right there. But you know what I found out is once I had this waterfall journal, envelope waterfall journal put together, I figured out that fits right inside there. So if you're going to mail this off to one of the, because what we're doing with these is mailing them off to other poodles in the Pink Poodle Craft as poodle mail. And so, but it'll fit right in there. You can actually make this to match this, which I bet is pretty good, in my own humble opinion. But I think these are amazing. And I thank you, Sybil Bernhard, for showing me these, or for sending me one, and that way I was inspired to make my own. And I am going to be making quite a few of these. Now, then there's one more thing that I want to show you. And here, these are, see, I've done it twice because I've done this video 2 times. Do you see how my nerves are beginning to shake? But now this is one of the inserts that I got, because I got so many inserts that I got extras. And so, which I do not mind having extras because I love them. But in this one that Luann Pierce made, she put in this little folder like this inside the insert. Now I was so inspired by that, but she also sent me one that wasn't glued together, so I could open it, and I could open it and find out how exactly she made that. And so, and this is another thing that I am just in love with. And I sure do thank Luann for sending me that inspiration. Oh my gosh. I have gotten so much inspiration from other crafters. This one dry. That one I think needs a little bit more something on it. Ooh, let me use this one. This one looks good. And using this paper, when you're using your designer paper that you've had for years and you haven't used it yet because probably you just didn't come up with something that it matched or something, it doesn't have to match. Like this was just like a light blue with darker blue flowers, and I would probably eventually find something to use it for. It is pretty, but I used it for a drop paper, and I've got some yellows on there and some black and some green, and then I use that white. I use that trivet thing, pot holders, doohickey, and I put this. I love it. I just love that honeycomb effect. I think that's so pretty. Okay, now I'm going to show you how she made this. I changed mine up just a little. If you see something flying through here, I hope it's not in my imagination. I hope I'm not seeing bugs. Okay, now I fold this in half first with the colorful on the outside. Now, if you have, now you don't have to use painty papers. You could use any kind of beautiful paper. And like at Christmas time, maybe you want to just use Christmas paper. And you can also use double-sided paper, and double-sided paper would be nice too. But this is just a way to use painty papers. So now I folded that in half. Now I'm going to take this side and I'm going to fold it to the middle, and I'm going to leave it about a half an inch away from the actual center. Then I'm going to take this side and do the same thing, leaving it about a half an inch from the center. Okay, then I'm going to take these four corners, and I'm going to turn those in just like that, so that straight edge is right along the fold. And then I'll do the same here in this corner. And then I will do it on these corners. This is such a simple idea, yet it is so amazing, the turnout from it. And like I say, Luann sent this to me, Luann Pierce, and that's where I got the inspiration for this. I'm not sure if she came up with it on her own or if she had found it someplace else, but that's where I found it. So then, then I'm going to turn it over like this, and I'm going to just fold it now half in two. Now, the way Luann did, and she was done, was just to put a strip of glue across the top here and fold that. Put the glue across here, and she was done, and then fold it. Now, and if you're going to use like double-sided paper, that's where you would end. But I did a little bit differently, and I took a piece of, I'm going to use this. This is a little more than 3 inches here. So I'm going to use my ruler that just walks away and hides from me, that I just had in my hot little hand. Here, ruler, ruler, ruler. Where did you go? I mean, that thing is, there's actually 2 of them right here. There's actually 2 rulers here. And I just used them. Just used them. And just, oh man. I am really going to need to hire a maid. But I think if a maid walked in here and looked at this mess, here's one. She'd have a heart attack and die. And then she'd sue me. So I better not call a maid in. Okay, 3 inches. So I'm going to, this is 3 inches. And then this is 3 more inches. Okay, so I'm going to just, now this is the way I do this, is I just take these extra, okay, I'm just going to go like this. Hopefully that's right. And see, I just tear it. It's easier than it's easier than something. I don't know what it's easier than. Okay, I want to just tear off about a half inch off of that side so it'll fit. It's easier than going and getting my my trimmer. my trimmer. Now I need, oh, there's scissors. I think when I'm done with this, I'm definitely going to clean off my area. I didn't want to bother my dogs. They were sleeping around my feet, but now they moved. I guess because they're not getting any quiet. Okay, so now I've got a 3, like about a 3-ish by a 12-ish. I'm going to trim just a tiny bit of this bottom off so it's not quite 12-ish. Oops, I think I might have cut a little bit too much off of that one. And I'm going to cut, just fold, and then I'm going to, just so that it fits. You'll see where I'm going to fit it. It's okay, pooches, it's nothing. False alarm, false alarm. Okay, and so now instead of gluing this across here, I'm going to put this piece of paper in here. Now, you might say, well, that sure doesn't match. Well, yeah, it doesn't have to, whatever. You know, I'm a unicorn. Nothing has to match. But now, if you are more OCD than I am, which I do not have not even one iota of OCD in my blood, you could probably use papers that match. But in me, I'm eclectic. Yeah. I'll wear plaid with polka dots to the Walmart. I went to the park yesterday with my husband. We went on like a little date. And I love to go to park. Our park down south of us, Sims Park. It is so fun. It is an awesome park. But there's like a splash pad for the kids can play on there by the playground. And I sit there and watch the children play. And I love that. I love watching the children play. But so I brought my coloring down there. And then some of our friends come down to hang with us. And I like friends that like to hang. And so we chatted. This was a friend. Her name's Gidget. And she was actually a friend of my daughter's, my girls. And she lived up the street from us. And, you know, they would spend the night at each other's houses and whatnot. And, oh, now I'm putting washi tape just down the centers. Down the center on both sides. Oh, I better not try and flip that over. Every time I try and do it that way, it doesn't work. But so Gidget came now. And so, you know, I have known her ever since she was like a young teenager. Her and her brother, they were down here as much as my girls were up there. And so, but they moved many years ago, but we have stayed friends all these years. And so now she's got grown children. And she was just a wee bit of a thing when I first met her. But so we met down at the park, and so was able to catch up on how things were going with her family and her mom, and so that was really fun. I like to keep. It's amazing how many people I still know when they were little children. You know, like because I taught preschool for quite some time in kindergarten at a private Christian school, and I met a lot of. Well, of course, I knew a lot of children, but a lot of them I still have as friends. Even like one girl, she lives up in Connecticut. One girl, she lives in North Carolina. There is these young people that have grown completely up, and they have children, and some of them even have grandchildren. Little ones that were in my little class. How old does that make me? It doesn't. Okay, now, so here we go. This is what I come up with that one. And like I say, I added this paper, but you don't have to add that paper. You can just glue along the top and it'll be fine. But I added the paper just because I don't want just the white. And so you have a pocket here. You open it up. There's a pocket. You open it up to the middle. Pocket on both sides, and then in the back, oh, and then here, another pocket in here. Now you can make this into a greeting card. You can add it to a journal like she did in here. You can add it to a journal. You can do so much with this. And so, and even if you do this as like your Christmas greeting cards, you can you can write a letter and poke that in there. You can put a picture in here. You can put $1 in here. You can put different things in each one. Make little tags, little Christmas tags that goes in here, and actually make a fun greeting card. Now, see, some people, they take their greeting cards out of the envelope, they read what was written on there in that mass production, and it says, "Greetings from Joe Smith." I actually knew somebody named Joe Smith once. And then that's it. You say, "Oh, how nice," and you put it off to the side. Now, if you were to get something here that had a tag in here, a little note in here, a picture in here, $1 in here, you know, I send my grandson dollars, so that's why I say dollar. Coloring sheet in here, another tag in here. It would take the recipient of this beauty a lot longer to go through it. And they would really put this on the top of their stack the whole time. And they'd probably show other people, "Look at this awesome greeting card I got from Panther Pete from down the street," or whoever. You know, I love this. So, and then look, it would fit right inside that envelope. It would fit inside of that envelope. I love this envelope. Now, this envelope, though, any square piece of, I love how you got this piece right here. I love this piece. So you don't just see cleavage right here. I don't know if that's called cleavage, but that's just the word that came to mind. You actually can really put something awesome in there. Now, you might have to use 2 stamps on this because it, you know, once you put something into it, might be a little heavy. Depending on the card you put in there, whatever, might be kind of thick. So you might need 2 stamps. I don't know. But that's what I wanted to show you. And I think that's all I wanted to show. I think that's all I showed you in the first 2 times I videoed this and the aliens ate it. So anyhow, that's it. The Painty papers, don't forget to use your 12 by 12s that you don't have any more use for. I've heard some people say that they're just ugly, and I don't think that they're ugly. I wouldn't call anything or anybody ugly because nothing is ugly. And because these are really pretty papers, but once you put paint on them, they're even prettier, and you'll be more apt to use them. So I wanted to show you that. I want to show you my silicone pot holder. And it was just hanging. You know how on they put those little, like, this might have been hanging where all the soaps and detergents and stuff were. And they just hang them like on a little hook, and it just popped out at me. So I love that. So this is something to look for. And then my Painty envelopes that I'm going to work on my grateful journals. And then I wanted to show you this, what I've got started for Stacy's challenge on the Pink Poodle Crafts. I'll leave a link. And, oh, this is just another envelope. And, oh, this is just another folder. Oh, this one, when I made this one, I just used another Painty paper even inside there. I mean, they're just so pretty. And depending on what colors you've got on your Painty papers, this was another envelope I made. Like I said, I did this thing 3 times. And so I've showed, and you can add on this little piece right here, you can add a little sticker or a flower or something there. And yep, and then this one was another one. This one I decided I'm probably going to go over this one, probably with my honeycomb doohickey. Yeah, I think this is everything that I showed you guys. Now, everybody who was a winner in my contest of these little journals, they're on their way. They went in the mailbox this morning. Here's the receipt from the United States Postal Service, where they all went. Okay, I'm not sure. I think the one that goes to Canada, now that might take a little longer, but the other ones, the other ones went priority, and those ones will take, oh, it says expected delivery date November the 6th. Now, did it say on the one going to Canada? No, that didn't give me an expected delivery date because it's international. And they can't even do they could do a tracking number on there, but it only tracks it while it's in the United States. Soon as it crosses over the border, it's no longer tracked. So I'm sorry we didn't put a tracking number on that because the postal man said it's really not even much worse. I mean, much worth it, you know. But all the others do have a tracking number so I can track those. Or if you don't get it by the 7th, like it says, oh, this one says the 7th, this one says the 6th, and this one says the 6th. So Monday, and Tuesday. South Dakota says that one's going to be on the 7th. I guess because it's a little further. But one's California and it says 6th. So who knows why or where or whatever. But they're on their way. That was so much fun. The giveaway. It was great fun. I love giving stuff away. I need to give away some of my stuff here because I get a pile of stuff going on. Look at all these things. I mean, yeah, I'm going to have to clean house and put some of my, and organize away some of my stuff. Okay, now here we go again. Let's see. It says it's still recording. I hope it still is because here I go with 3 more wisdom cards. I'm getting a lot of wisdom today because this is the 3rd time I've done this too. Okay, now I love these. I just love them. Oh, we don't want this one because this is like the introductory to this lady. Okay, these are by Louise Hay. Okay, I can heal myself on all levels. Healing means to make whole and to accept all parts of myself, not just the parts I like, but all of me. The next one is, I am at peace. I relax and enjoy life. I know that whatever I need to know is revealed to me in the perfect time and space sequence. I dwell on positive thoughts. If good comes into my life and I deny it by saying I don't believe it, I literally push my good away. This is one of the things that I have learned since reading and studying on these self-help books, and especially Louise Hay. I dwell on positive thoughts because if you keep thinking negatively, your life is going to be very negative. And so think positive thoughts. If you're sick, if you don't feel good, if your family is going to pot, if your grandson is in jail, which I know about that, stuff like that, dwell on your positive thoughts. Don't dwell on the negative because you will become so negative that you're not even going to like yourself. So think about the positive things in life. All right. That's going to be it for now. I just want to say that I love you all dearly. And I want to say to that God is watching over you. He watches every move you make, every step you take. So with that, I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.